your boy Plague here. I'm coming at you with a build video for my Stamsorc for the ScaleBreaker patch. This is basically going to be what I've been running and what I've settled on. I've tried out a bunch of sets, a bunch of gear, a bunch of mundas, changed all of that good stuff. I even tried switching up my attribute points and running different foods, and this is what I've settled on. So I'll just kind of run right back into it. Going to be a quick video. So, gear sets. I am running Swordslinger on the front bar. You can see running the Berserker enchant, running Sharpened. You don't have to run Sharpened. I just run it Sharpened until I can get enough Transmute Stones to make it Nirnhoned, but Nirnhoned would be better. I'm running the Master's Bow with a double dot poison and then a defending chain on the back bar. I like defending for that extra defense. I'm also going to be using Poison Inject for the increase on the damage because this build's lacking a little bit of damage. I'm running Troll Kings. Gonna go all impen on all the body pieces. Troll King, if you don't know what it does, pause the video right here. Boom, there you go. Fortified Brass Jack. This is basically a 5-piece set that is gonna be just flat defense, flat just stats increase. So that's why we're running this. A lot of damage this patch. Just need to try and avoid it and try and mitigate it as we can. And then of course we're running Swordslinger Jewelry. I'm only running Swordslingers on my front bar because there's no reason to run on your back bar. Don't have any two-hand abilities on the back bar. I'm not going to run it just for the extra crit. Master's Bow way better, or Master's Dual Wield even better. I'm running all robust. I don't have enough transmute crystals yet to create them to infused. I wouldn't transmute them to infused unless you have this golded out. I haven't golded it out yet because I haven't transmuted it yet. But you only want to gold out the ones that are going to have weapon damage on it. So if you have an infused weapon damage glyph on there, definitely transmute it. If it's going to be the stam recovery, because I'm running one stam recovery, leave it how it is. Leave it robust. So that is what I'm running for my sets. As far as food goes, we're running on Tam Takeaway Broth, mainly just for the health recovery. If you wanted to, this is something I did test out. You can put like 24 points into your health and the rest into your stamina, and then you can run this food, and this gives you just a ton of recovery. I found that this sustained a little bit better, but I had more survivability on this, so I take survivability over sustain. Of course, we are running tripods. Tripods are great. If you want to run the immovable stam health pots, you could run that too, or you could even try out the lingering health pots if you're having trouble healing. As far as my skills go, pretty straightforward. Run an Executioner for that big damage, Camouflaged Hunter for the major savagery, and then just the extra damage, and then it just comes in handy against them Nightblades sometimes. D-Swing is our stun, and then Crit Surge. A lot of healing from Crit Surge this patch, so I just made a way to find it on my bar. If you don't want it, you can run Streak. Streak is great for mobility this patch. Definitely can run that. Got Rally on the bar as well for major brutality, and then just that heal after so long. Got Onslaught. Onslaught's too good to not use this patch. If you're not using Onslaught, you're messing up. So basically this is just an AoE splash damage now, as well as it just gives you penetration for the amount that you ignore. So that's huge. A lot of damage. Running Temporal Guard as my ult on the back bar just for the minor protection. Flat 8% damage reduction. Can't get better than that. Running Resolving Vigor, running Dark Deal, so when you're trying to heal out of the pit, you'll just cast your Resolving Vigor and then just start hitting Dark Deal a couple times while you're line of sighting and kiting around corners. Got Hurricane, got Minor Expedition on this bad boy, as well as just the damage over time effect. This is a great skill. This is where a lot of our mobility just passively comes from. Poison Injection is what's going to be proccing the damage from our Master's Bow, as well as it just does a nasty amount of damage itself. So when you are going to Poison Inject, make sure that you're weaving in those light attacks, so that way you can proc the double dot poisons on the back bar. And then of course Shuffle's too good to not use a patch. You get the 25% AoE damage mitigation for 20 seconds, but you also get 5 seconds of snare immunity and immobilization. It's too good this patch, gotta run it. As far as my stat sheet goes, just flat out, this is what you get unbuffed. I am an orc. I ran with the orc, so when I'm sprinting, I just have really quick mobility and a little bit more damage. And then I went with the thief because I liked having those crit heals on my back bar and then the crit damage on my front bar, because crit, you know, is really what kills the people. If you don't want to run the thief, you could run the warrior just to get flat stats. And then if you wanted to run, what I would say would be the steed, probably the most effective one, because you get a ton of movement speed, which is 10%, which is a real good amount, as well as health recovery. So if you're gonna switch it out, I'd probably go to the steed. I was actually playing around with the steed. I liked that one a lot. I felt like if I was not wanting to fight someone or I wanted to get away, they weren't catching me. That's the unbuff stat sheet, so we'll buff up real quick. Gonna let you know what's going on. We'll pop the pot. So on the front bar, what we look like is about 1643 stam recovery. When you dark deal, you get an extra like 200 stam recovery, so you're really like 1800. Weapon damage, it's like 3224, which seems a little low, but like I said, we're running Sword Singer, so really that damage is about 3800 on our burst. And then as far as our defenses go, we're looking at about 24.9 for physical and about 25k for the spell, and then around 28k crit resistance. If you are max CP, you can get your crit resistance around 3200, so that'd be a really good spot to have it at. But as far as this build performs, real solid. And like I said, with the weapon damage, you light attack, real solid. Get an extra 400 roughly spell damage and weapon damage, pops you around 3800 on top of whatever is not already calculated and factored in from the Sword Singer. It'll show on your tooltips. So this is the build, real solid, real powerful. If you have any questions on it, let me know. Let me know what you thought of the video. Like it if you liked it. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down and tell me in the comment section why you didn't like it, and we can go from there. Appreciate you guys' time today, and hopefully this build really does help you out. I hope you have a lovely day. Logging out. This is Plague. Later.